The good news is there are millions upon millions of dollars that are pouring in to help the hurricane relief effort down in Houston and in all of South Texas. And a lot of that, we should say, is kind of started with Kevin Hart. We have told,
I don't know that it started, but he certainly generated
interest. He was one of the
in.
first celebrities, yes, who, was out in front and said, I'm going to give money.
The reason I know when to say that is there may have been a lot of celebrities who gave money just privately.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And that is the issue that we've been talking about as to how Kevin went about it, calling out people.
By name.
Yes. One of the people who has been helping a lot and understands what's going on down in Houston because he's experienced it in New Orleans is Master P. And he's joining us right now to talk about the relief effort and maybe Kevin's choice of words. Master P joining us right now. Master P, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here, man.
Yes. How you guys doing?
Good to see you again.
First of all, God's work you did, donating a significant amount of money.
Well, I think for any celebrity out there, I just think that Kevin has done a great job. He's kick-started something. But at the same time, I feel like when people donate and give back, let it be from your heart. I mean, our people are really suffering in Houston right now, in the surrounding areas. I got a lot of love for Houston because they opened the doors for our communities from New Orleans. A lot of Hurricane Katrina victims went to Houston, so we got to help Houston. They need clothing, they need water, they need food. This is not going to just be a one-year process. This is probably going to be a 10-year process. For New Orleans, we're just getting back. So even the donations that people are making, we're going to need efforts that's going to go for years and years. So I'm just saying that anybody that can, small or big, help Houston. We definitely need it. We love Houston. I'm looking at building a campaign to help the elderly get back into their homes right now. And I think it's not about what people do. I just think that the people that can help. I mean, all the corporations that can help, Houston really needs your help right now. And it's not about calling people out.
Yeah, Master B, can I try something on you for size?
Yeah.
Not just an issue of, do it from the heart, but a lot of people, when you call somebody out by name, it's almost like, I'm forcing you to do something that you might not otherwise do, yet these people would do it anyway,
right.
And what it does is it makes you look like an unwilling participant almost when your name gets called off. And yeah, I'll do it because Kevin Hart said it. No, you do it because you wanted to do it, and you don't want to be looked at as somebody who wouldn't have given if it weren't for that.
Well, what I realized that it's a blessing that you are able to do something. There's so many people that can't, so they could give their time. They can volunteer. They could go out and sit with the kids. I mean, it might be teachers that are educators that want to help the kids. Everybody don't have money. I mean, everybody can't make a monetary donation.
And a $25 donation from somebody is like a $20,000 donation for somebody else.
It all depends what level of life you're
right.
on. So I just think we shouldn't be playing a comparison game because there's a lot of work that got to get done, and we're thankful for every little bit. And I just think that we don't need to call people out by names. I think that let these people come up. They know it's a godly thing, and they should be able to sleep good at night knowing that they did their part.
I want to make another point, because look, again, what Kevin Hart did, he was certainly well-intentioned.
Yeah.
But I do think that when you say, hey, contribute $25,000, so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, the people who might give $25 or $50 are going to kind of feel like, oh, God, what good is it going to do? It's so small.
Well, hold on.
No. But I do think there's this feeling like, oh, God, what is $25 going to do when you're listening to, $25,000?
Well, the good thing that Kevin Hart did, he got people thinking, he got people talking. So we applaud him for that. But I just think that this is not a time of pointing the finger at people. Let people stand up that need to stand up, that can. That's just how I feel about it.
Hey, Master P, I don't know if you heard earlier, we spoke to Bun B about this, about the telethon that they're putting together.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, would you be interested in, look, we can't broker these things.
No.
But, they are looking, it's coming up quick. It's on September 12th. So I'm sure they would love any help that you could provide.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm definitely want to be a part of everything. The No Limit family, we are definitely with helping Houston. Houston sold a lot of records for us. And also with the New Orleans Gators, I mean, they already stepped up. I got that organization to step up. And everybody around me that I know, I'm going to get them to step up. And it's just the right thing to do, the ones that can. So definitely
You know people.
shout out to Bun B for definitely standing up and doing it. And also Trader Truth, I see him out there in the waters on boats. I mean, that's his city. Texas, Houston is like my second home, so I got family down there, and I'm just thankful that you know, people are getting back to safety, and a lot of doors are opening up for Houston. So
that's great.
Thank you for your prayers and everything.
Okay,
right.
Master P, congratulations on being so generous, and thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Make sure to subscribe to TMZ Live to keep up to date on the latest entertainment news.
And if you want to keep watching, click on one of these videos right now.